Morning students, we are discussing microbes in industrial products, right? Microbes in industrial products. In this topic, that is microbes in industrial products, we completed fermented beverages, antibiotics, chemicals, enzymes and other bioactive molecules, right? Now listen here, note. Number 1, fermenter. What it is? Fermenter is also called as bioreactor. Fermenter is also called as a what? Bioreactor. Fermenter is also called as a bioreactor, right? Number 2, in French, vinegar. In French, vinegar means sour wine. In which language? French. Vinegar stands for what, sir? Sour wine. Is it okay? Right? With this, we completed microbes in industrial products. Is it okay? Right? Now go for number 3. Microbes in sewage treatment. Right? What is the third one? Microbes in sewage treatment. Microbes in what? Sewage treatment. Now listen here. Every day large quantities of wastewater large quantities of what? Wastewater is generated, is produced in towns and cities. Yes or no? Every day large quantities of wastewater is generated, is produced in towns and cities. Without water we cannot live. From morning to night we are using water for different purposes. The used water, nothing but which water? Wastewater. So large quantities of wastewater is generated every day in towns and cities. Okay, right. The major component of this wastewater is human excreta. What is a major component of this wastewater? Human excreta. Major component of this wastewater, major component of this what? Wastewater is human excreta. Therefore, human excreta is a major component in this wastewater. Is it okay? Sir, what is the meaning of sewage, sir? Municipal wastewater is called as a sewage. What is the meaning of sewage? Municipal wastewater is called as a sewage. Municipal wastewater. Municipal wastewater is called as what? Sewage. So Sir, what this sewage contains? Sewage mainly contains number 1 organic matter, number 2 microorganisms. What and what? Organic matter and microorganisms. Many of these microorganisms are pathogenic. I am not saying that all microorganisms present in sewage are pathogenic. Many of the microorganisms present in the sewage are pathogenic. Therefore, sir, municipal waste water is called as what? Sewage, right? Now, sewage mainly contains what? Sewage mainly contains what and what? Organic matter. What? Organic matter and microorganisms. Microorganisms. Sewage with microorganisms or without microorganisms? With microorganisms. In these microorganisms, many of the microorganisms are pathogenic. Therefore, many microorganisms in sewage are pathogenic. Who are pathogenic? Many microorganisms which are present in sewage are pathogenic. Many microorganisms which are present in sewage are pathogenic. Is this statement okay? Right? Now listen. We are saying that sewage mainly contains organic matter and microorganisms. Yes or no? Sewage mainly contains what and what? Organic matter and microorganisms. Many of these microorganisms are pathogenic, right? So, without treating the sewage, if this sewage is released into a natural water body, it pollutes the natural water body. Yes or no? As it contains organic matter and many microorganisms which are pathogenic, without treating sewage, if the sewage is released into natural water bodies, the sewage will pollute natural water bodies. So, before releasing the sewage into a natural water body, the sewage should be made less polluting. What should be made less polluting? Sewage should be made less polluting. Then it should be released into the natural water bodies. Is this statement okay? Right? Now, as what? Sewage contains what? Organic matter. As sewage contains organic matter and pathogenic what? Microorganisms. Without treating sewage, if sewage released into a what? Natural water body, it pollutes. Yes or no? Right? So the sewage should be treated. What should be treated? Sewage should be treated before it is released into the natural water body. Sir, where we are going to treat this sewage, sir? Now listen here. So before releasing what? Sewage into a natural water body, it should be made less polluting. What should be made less polluting, sir? Sewage should be made less polluting when before releasing it into the natural water body. Before releasing sewage into the natural water body, the sewage should be made less polluting. Sir, how we can make the sewage less polluting, sir? By treating the sewage. Where we can treat the sewage, sir? In sewage treatment plants. In which plants? Sewage treatment plants. Therefore, sewage is treated. Sewage is treated in sewage treatment plants. Where sewage is treated? In sewage treatment plants. What is the shortcut of the sewage treatment plants? STP. Sewage treatment plants. Is it okay? Therefore, sewage is treated in sewage treatment plants. Sewage is treated in sewage treatment plants. Sir, how we can treat the sewage, sir? We are saying that we are treating the sewage in the sewage treatment plant. By which process this sewage is treated, sir? Now listen the statement. Sewage contains microorganisms, yes or no? The heterotrophic microorganisms present in the sewage itself exploited for treating the sewage. It means we are not introducing microorganisms from outside into the sewage to treat the sewage. To treat the sewage, we are not introducing microorganisms from outside. Then what we are doing? We are exploiting the microorganisms that are present in sewage itself to treat the sewage. Is this statement okay? Right. Therefore, to treat sewage, the heterotrophic microorganisms, which microorganisms? Heterotrophic microorganisms. To treat sewage, heterotrophic microorganisms present in sewage naturally are utilized. See this statement? Sir, we are treating sewage where in sewage treatment plants. To treat the sewage, we are using microorganisms, yes or no? Which microorganisms? Heterotrophic microorganisms. Sir, from where we are getting this heterotrophic microorganisms, sir? Sewage itself contains these heterotrophic microorganisms. We are not introducing a microorganism from outside. What microorganisms are present naturally in sewage? We are exploiting that microorganisms present in sewage to treat the sewage. It means here we are treating the sewage by using what? Heterotrophic microorganisms present in the sewage itself. Heterotrophic microorganisms present in the sewage itself are utilized to treat the sewage. Is this statement okay? Till now, no man-made technology has replaced this microbial treatment of sewage. Even though technology has developed a lot, no man-made technology has replaced this microbial treatment of sewage. This statement is important, should be careful, right? Till now, no man-made technology has rival the microbial treatment of sewage. See this statement? Till now, no man-made technology has rival, right? replace the what microbial treatment of a sewage. Therefore, till now no man-made technology has rivaled the right microbial treatment of what sewage. It means till now no man-made technology has replaced the microbial treatment of what sewage. Is this statements okay? Right, now listen, we are discussing right sewage treatment. Sewage treatment is carried out in 2 stages. Sewage treatment is carried out in how many stages? 2 stages. What are they? Primary treatment, and next one is a secondary treatment. What and what? Primary treatment, and next one is secondary treatment. Sewage treatment involves how many stages? 2 stages. Sewage treatment involves 2 stages. Sewage treatment involves how many stages? 2 stages. What are they? Number 1. First one is a primary treatment. What is the first one? Primary treatment. Number 2, secondary treatment. What is the second one? Secondary treatment. Go for first one. What it is? Primary treatment. Go for primary treatment. Primary treatment. Now listen here. In this primary treatment, particles present in sewage are removed. What are removed? Particles present in sewage are removed. That particle may be either small or large. Whatever may be the size of the particle, particles are removed from sewage. Therefore, primary treatment. What it involves, sir? It involves a removal of particles. Removal of particles, both small and large. Okay, from where? Sewage. Sir, we are saying that in primary treatment particles are removed. Yes or no? Sir, how these particles are removed from sewage in primary treatment, sir? Physically. Therefore, primary treatment is which process? Physical process. Primary treatment is which process, sir? Physical process. Physically, particles present in sewage are removed. Sir, primary treatment. In primary treatment, we are not exploiting the microorganisms present in the sewage. Therefore, do a microorganism present in the sewage is exploited during primary treatment? No. We are not utilizing microorganisms present in the sewage during primary treatment. Therefore, this primary treatment becomes biological or abiological? Abiological. Primary treatment abiological. Primary treatment is what? Abiological. Right? We are discussing primary treatment, right? In primary treatment, what are removed? Particles are removed. Which sized particles? Both small and large sized particles are removed. From where? Sewage. How, sir? Physically. Okay. Sir, we are saying that here particles are removed from sewage physically. Yes or no? Sir, how physically particles are removed from sewage, sir? By filtration and sedimentation process. By which process? Filtration and sedimentation. Therefore, in primary treatment, what and what takes place? Filtration and sedimentation takes place. Therefore, primary treatment involves involves what and what? Number 1, filtration. What is the first one? Filtration. First one is filtration, and number 2, second one is sedimentation. What is the second one? Sedimentation. right? Now we'll go for right filtration and sedimentation. Okay, right? Now listen here, we are discussing primary treatment, right? Primary treatment. Now listen here, take a sewage. First, this sewage is passed through a filter. Sewage is passed through what, sir? Filter. For example, this is a filter or this is a mesh. We are passing this sewage through what, sir? Filter. It means which process takes place? Filtration takes place. Which process takes place? Filtration takes place. When sewage is passed through filter, the floating debris, what? Floating debris, they remains on the filter. What remains on the filter? Floating debris remains on the filter. Floating debris. This floating debris remains on the filter, right? Now, when sewage is passed through filter, when sewage is passed through filter, the floating debris present in the sewage remains on the filter. It means when sewage is passed through filter, right, the sewage becomes free from what, sir? Floating debris. Sewage free from what? Floating debris. Sewage free from floating debris. Sewage free from floating debris, right? Therefore, when sewage is passed through filter, right, the sewage becomes free from what? Floating debris. It means filtration removes floating debris from sewage. What? Removes floating debris from where? Sewage. Who? Filtration process. Therefore, filtration removes floating debris from what? Sewage. It means now sewage is free from what? Floating debris. Now this sewage which is free from floating debris undergoes a sedimentation process. Undergoes which process, sir? Sedimentation process. Undergoes a what? Sedimentation process. Who is undergoing sedimentation? The sewage which was made free from floating debris. That sewage is undergoing sedimentation process. Sir, where we are going to do the sedimentation process, sir? Sedimentation is done in a tank by name sedimentation tank. Sedimentation is done in a tank by name sedimentation tank. What is this tank? Sedimentation tank. Sir, in this sedimentation tank, what we are taking? Sewage. Is it okay? Which sewage? Free from floating debris. Free from floating debris, right? When we take sewage which is free from floating debris into sedimentation tank, which process takes place? Sedimentation takes place. Sir, during sedimentation what happens, sir? During sedimentation what happens? All solid particles present in sewage gets settled down. What settles down? All solid particles present in sewage gets settled down. Therefore, all solid particles all solid particles which are present in the sewage gets settled down. Sir, can we call this solid particles which has settled down as sediment? Yes, because they are due to which process? Sedimentation process. Therefore, we can call them as what, sir? We can call it as what? Sediment. We can call it as sediment. We can call it even as grit. We can call it even as what? Grit. It is also called as primary sludge. Which sludge it is? Primary sludge. Should be very careful. This is primary sludge or secondary sludge? Primary sludge. It is primary sludge. Now see, in sedimentation tank, which process has taken place? Sedimentation. Due to sedimentation, what happened? All solid particles present in sewage gets settled down. What settled down? All solid particles present in sewage gets settled down. That solid particles which settled down called as what? Sediment. What it is called as? Sediment or grit or primary sludge. Sir, what is the meaning of grit, sir? Grit means nothing but soil. Grit means nothing but soil and small pebbles. What is the meaning of grit? Soil and small pebbles. Pebbles means stones. Okay. Therefore, soil and small pebbles together called as what? Grit. Now you tell me, do this sediment contains any microorganism in it? No. It means primary sludge is free from microorganisms. Is this primary sludge with microorganisms? No, it is not with microorganisms. Primary sludge is not with microorganisms. Primary sludge is not with microorganisms. Now you tell me, due to sedimentation process, the sewage became free from which particles? Solid particles. Sewage becomes free from which particles? Solid particles. Now the liquid part, okay, which you can see in this sedimentation tank is called as a supernatant or supernatant. We can call this supernatant as a effluent. What it is called as a effluent. Now you tell me here, which process has taken place? Sedimentation process. Which process? Sedimentation process. In which tank? Sedimentation tank. What happened? The sewage gets separated into two parts. Sewage gets separated into two parts. What are removed from sewage during sedimentation process? What are removed from sewage during sedimentation process? Solid particles. It means now sewage is free from solid particles. The sewage which is left after removing solid particles, that sewage we are calling as what? Effluent. What we are calling it as? Effluent. This is which treatment? Primary treatment. In primary treatment, what we removed, sir? Number 1, floating debris. Number 2, solid particles. What is the first one? Floating debris. By which process? Filtration process. Number 2, solid particles. How we remove these solid particles? By sedimentation process. Therefore, primary treatment involves physical removal of what? Physical removal of particles present in sewage. Physically, how we are removing particles present in sewage? By filtration and sedimentation process. By what and what, sir? Filtration and sedimentation process. Now you see this primary treatment. In this primary treatment, do we exploited any microorganism present in the sewage? No. So we are calling primary treatment as abiological. Primary treatment is abiological, as microorganisms present in sewage are not exploited. Microorganisms present in sewage are not exploited. So we are calling primary treatment as abiological. Is these statements clear? Right? We completed a primary treatment. We completed primary treatment. Right? Now in the sedimentation tank, right, sewage, okay, sewage gets separated into how many parts? Two parts. What and what? Effluent and what, sir? Sediment. What and what? Effluent and sediment. Now listen here. This effluent present in sedimentation tank. What it is? Effluent present in what? Sedimentation tank. Now see here. This effluent present in sedimentation tank is taken into secondary treatment. Now which treatment is starting? Secondary treatment. Now listen here. Effluent present in sedimentation tank. Effluent present in sedimentation tank, right, is undergoing which treatment? Secondary treatment. During secondary treatment, this effluent is taken into large aeration tank. What is taken? Effluent. Where we are taking this effluent, sir? We are taking this effluent into a large aeration tank. What is this one? It is a large aeration tank. Right, this is large aeration tank. Into this large aeration tank, what we are taking, sir? We are taking effluent, right? Effluent. Now listen the statement. Name itself indicates this is aeration tank. Aeration tank, yes or no? Right? Into this aeration tank, continuously oxygen is pumped. What is pumped into this large aeration tank? Oxygen is continuously pumped into this large aeration tank. Therefore, we are pumping what, sir? Oxygen. We are pumping oxygen right into this large aeration tank. Oxygen pumped. Okay, right. And continuously we have to agitate this effluent. Agitation, disturbance. Sir, why we are disturbing this effluent, sir? Listen. Into this effluent, right, what we pumped? Oxygen. This oxygen should be evenly distributed throughout the effluent, yes or no? For this even distribution of oxygen throughout what? Effluent. This effluent should be mechanically agitated. Agitation, disturbance. How we are disturbing this effluent, sir? By mixing it. How? Mechanically, by using an instrument. Okay, therefore, when you pump oxygen into the effluent, this oxygen should be evenly distributed throughout the effluent. For even distribution of oxygen throughout the effluent is mechanically agitated. Effluent is mechanically agitated. Agitated mechanically. Is this statement okay? Right? Due to this mechanical agitation, what happens? Oxygen gets uniformly distributed throughout the effluent. Sir, what happens, sir, then? Now listen this statement. When you pump oxygen into the effluent, and mechanically agitate that effluent, then flocks are formed. What are formed? Flocks are formed. What are formed? Flocks are formed. Sir, what is the meaning of a flock? Flock means nothing but a aerobic bacteria which is trapped in the mesh of a fungal mycelium. Which bacteria? Aerobic bacteria. Where it is? It is trapped where? In the fungal mycelium, in the mesh of fungal mycelium. Right, take a fungi. What? Fungi. The body of fungi is called as what? Mycelium. The body of fungi is called as what? Mycelium. The body of fungi is called as a mycelium. For example, if this is the mycelium, what is this one? Fungal mycelium. Right, in this fungal mycelium, what gets trapped, sir? Aerobic bacteria gets trapped. What gets trapped, sir? Aerobic bacteria gets trapped. Where, sir? In the mesh of a fungal mycelium. Where? In the mesh of fungal mycelium. This aerobic bacteria which has trapped right in the mesh of fungal mycelium, it forms the flukes. Is it okay? Therefore, flukes, what it contains, sir? Mesh of fungal mycelium. Mesh of fungal mycelium. Mesh of fungal mycelium with aerobic bacteria trapped in it. With aerobic bacteria trapped in it. Observe carefully, listen this statement. Sir, here fungi is eukaryotic, aerobic bacteria is prokaryotic. Yes or no? Fungi is eukaryotic, whereas aerobic bacteria is prokaryotic. Aerobic bacteria is prokaryotic. Right.